A Hunter in Teyvat, Chapter 110, Fan Fiction, by Azazyel. I wasn't stupid. Honestly, out of everyone in this world, I probably have the best sense and understanding of a literal soul than anyone else. As due to the goddesses in Beisht, Makoto, and Guizhong living and reforming their own souls using my own soul's energy. I had my soul all but mapped out due to my semblance acting as a jail for the souls of the things I played a part in killing. So when I naturally went to check out how much aura I had after this spar, as I had gotten jolted and tagged by Miko's huge electro attack at the end of the fight. It didn't even take me half a fucking second to pick up and find the arcing with divine lightning chess piece inside my soul. With literally zero amusement in my face, I said flatly. Yay, what the actual hell are you playing at in stuffing the electro-gnosis in my soul? To which Ye's fake hurt expression at how I shocked her in submission instantly disappeared as she looked at me with a bored expression that bordered on annoyance. Well, that's annoying, I at least hoped you would leave Inazuma before noticing. But yes, my cute little disciple, I don't want the damn thing, and neither does EI, so if you don't want the factory to get it, then you keep it safe. My lips twitched at the fucking off-handed way she threw the responsibility onto me, and she then stretched a bit before saying, well, with this over with, I suppose I will be going to get some fried tofu, with you and EI leaving Inazuma. I imagine a lot of work will be dropped onto my lap. Ye muttered, trying to sound pitiful, but as she turned around, I coughed, making her still. Oh, Ye. Are you going back on your word? What about our bet? I teased as I took a seat on the porch and stared at the back of the stock-still kitsune, who was obviously deciding if she should break her bet or accept the punishment, which was me giving her a spanking. She visibly sighed before she turned around, and I raised an eyebrow as she strode towards me. And once she got close, I blinked as she stepped onto the porch and then kneeled down with her backside landing on my lap with her hands going around my head. Her face fell upon mine and I could taste the sweet sakura blossom mochi she was previously eating as she pushed her chest into mine and she deepened the kiss with her tongue. I naturally wrapped my arms around Miko and reciprocated the kiss as she began rocking back and forth in my lap. Thin, feminine hands curled through my snow-white hair with her thumbs curling around my ears' sensitive edges before she lightly bit my lower lip, making me squeeze her waist, and then she released my lip with our eyes opening. I met her slitted kitsune eyes filled with lightning with my own blue eyes as our kiss broke apart. Now you be a good boy, Jake, and maybe we can do this again. Ye teased, whispering in a husky voice as she patted my cheek, and as she went to move I held her in my lap with one hand, and that seductive expression was shaken as a loud clap rang out as my hand slapped that ass like it owed me money. And I replied calmly as I met her eyes. I won't make you call me master as I know you have your pride. But you do deserve a good spank for trying to mess with me, Miko. And with that, I leaned in and gave her a little peck on the lips as her eyes narrowed on my form, all but making my blood sing as I could feel her wanting to snark back. With my win and payment secured, I gave Miko's soft fantastic ass a hearty squeeze and let go of that ass and her waist, making Miko sniff and elegantly backstep off the porch into the gravel garden, and without a word she strode through one of the garden's side exits. But as a man, I could tell she was intrigued as she was walking with a lot more sway in those hips than she usually walked with. Hate for her to leave. But love to watch her go. I thought while nodding to that sage thought before I coughed and smiled wryly as I realized I was turning into a damned playboy as I didn't bring Lumen into this action. Damn. Shinha was to be expected with how she literally sold me to Rex Lapis to do some chores. Well, she will be happy with a fox girl, I guess. I muttered to myself before I shuddered with a hand going to my chest with me grimacing as I felt the fucking gnosis in my soul was linking up with my aura for some reason. What the fuck is the gnosis doing in my soul? I muttered with some worry, and for a moment, I considered trying to dislodge it before I realized that the gnosis was making my aura regenerate noticeably faster from the fight I had. So after a moment of thought, I shrugged my shoulders and decided to see what would happen later on. Taking a breath, I realized that it was time for Shinha, EI, and I to get a move on, though. EI had spent the last couple of days completing my 2 requests to end the civil war, and all the visions she had taken were returned. So I got up with a spark in my step as I strode back into the palace to head towards Yai and Shinha, who were previously doing their deep meditative meditation in the early morning, so we could make our way out of Inazuma and head back over to Liyue so I could link back up with Lumen.